Found a good spot to film this. I'm just gonna do it here in the driveway. I'm gonna do a walk around on my wife's two-door JL build. So 2018, two-door on 37s, stock suspension, you know, Rubicon flares on it. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. Go ahead and flip the camera here so you guys can check it out. That's 2018 JL two-door, 37 1450 17 Super Swamper TSL SX2s on Raceline bead locks. So this is stock suspension, stock sport suspension I should add. So 0 lift, stock spring, 2 inches of additional bump stop in the rear. Went to a Rubicon shock front and rear, got them cheap, and those are 2 inches longer than factory, so we gained some down travel with them. It's a tight fit in the rear, but no scrubbing at all in the rear. The front, with some turning, you can get some rubbing, which that should be changed soon. We're gonna go to the Moto Built high clearance inner fenders. If you see here, there may have been some rubbing there, a little bit right there, but you know, no big deal, nothing we're worried about. So we did the Rubicon fender flares chopped with the American Adventure Labs bracket, stubby front bumper, and that gives you the result you see here. You know, stock driveline angles, stock steering angles, everything underneath the Jeep is stock other than the 1 inch additional bump stop in the front, 2 inches in the rear, and longer shocks off the Rubicon model. Obviously we did front and rear bumpers and spare tire delete. Gladiator grill has the bigger holes. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. It works. I've seen so many people online talking about, you mean 3.5 to 4 inch lift to clear 37s. It's just not true. These things are engineered pretty much to run 37s with the way the wheel wells are cut out and stuff. So, you know, I think that it's a great setup. It works. It's not for everybody, but if you're either one on a budget or two wanting that low center of gravity, then this will work. And you know, you won't be putting a bind on drive lines or anything else. Works great. It's been working great since 2018. Started on the stock sport flares, which I cut, sitting right there with the American Adventure Labs bracket. And then when we went to 37s, that was 35s, no bump stop on those flares. Went to 37s with Rubicon fender flares, additional bump stop front and rear, and good looking tire on it. It's performed well off-road. It works. You know, still have some mods coming for it. You know, possibly some control arms that have some Johnny joints in them to give it a little more flex, less bind. Gonna look at getting the Tomahawk front bumper for the rear, you know, chop the front and chop this. You know, it's a lot of additional clearance to be gained with the frame horns right there. Have that bumper on this one over here. So some mods still to come for it, obviously with time, but you know, got 10 projects going at once. So this isn't really gonna get all the money up front, but we will definitely be working on it and improving on the stock suspension setup with 37s. So if anybody told you it can't be done, you know, send them this video. It can be done. 37 stock suspension. You know, this was done before Jeep did the lowdown, you know, stock suspension on 42s concept. But that got a lot of people talking about what can be done on stock suspension. I see a lot of posts online about it. You know, what do you think about it? You know, some people love it, some people hate it. You know, low center of gravity builds have their place in the world. They're not for everybody. You're not going to go through dunes at 100 miles an hour, but you know, they do work well for crawling off-road. And that's what this is. And you know, I've got more than one Jeep to, you know, do whatever I need to do. You know, depends on where I'm going. You know, I've got 5 different Jeeps to choose from. So this one got the stock suspension treatment, and we're extremely happy with it. Have been happy with it for 5 years. So there it is. Thanks for watching.